Hey warriors, Allison here, author, yoga instructor, and creative warrior. And today I'm going to help you answer the question, should I do National Novel Writing Month? Happy almost Halloween, warriors. It is a time of ghosts and ghouls and goblins and candy, but to some of you, monsters and ghosts might not be what's scaring you. It might be the fact that National Novel Writing Month starts soon, like tomorrow or the next day, depending on when you're watching this. So today, I'm gonna help you figure out if you should do National Novel Writing Month so that you can make a quick, informed decision. There are a few things that you can ask yourself before you decide to jump in, or not, to National Novel Writing Month. So the first question you can ask is, do you want to write a novel? This one might seem a little bit obvious. The goal of National Novel Writing Month is to complete a novel in 30 days. But is your goal to write a novel, or are you more interested in writing short stories, essays, poetry, novellas? If a novel isn't your end game, National Novel Writing Month probably isn't for you. So now that we've got the really obvious question out of the way, do you do well under pressure? The point of National Novel Writing Month is pressure. So think about how you work best. Are you motivated by pressure? By tight deadlines? By insane bags? Big ass goals? Then Nano might be exactly what you need. But if you started sweating and got really nervous just listening to me list off tight deadlines, big old goals, then Nano might not be right for you. And that's okay. Some people are not motivated by things like tight deadlines and big lofty goals. If it's going to turn you off of your project or scare you away from your writing, then just don't worry about it. Halloween, you should be scared by other things, not your writing, not your creative projects. So just keep working at your own pace. You do you. So the next question you can ask yourself, are you a perfectionist? If your immediate answer was yes, then National Novel Writing Month might not be right for you. I'm not saying don't do it if you're a perfectionist. I'm just saying think about it. The goal of National Novel Writing Month is not to create perfection, it's just to create. So if you have a hard time leaving things messy, then you should really think about whether National Novel Writing Month will actually help you. The next question, are you motivated by deadlines? If yes, might be a pretty simple answer. There's a pretty tight turnaround. It's a pretty tight deadline to get 50,000 words done in 1 month. So if you do work best under pressure, if you like to know that that deadline is looming, if that makes you work harder and faster, try National Novel Writing Month. And the last question you can ask yourself is, do you have an idea or a plan? If you don't have an idea or just a little bit of a plan in place at this point in the game, you might want to consider whether you're ready to jump into National Novel Writing Month. I'm not saying it's going to be impossible to complete it if you are starting with no idea and no plan on day one, but it might make things a lot harder than they need to be. It's going to make it really hard to hit your daily word goals if you're spending your days coming up with an idea, workshopping, outlining, or planning. And the farther you get behind on your word goals, the harder it's going to be to catch up in order to hit those 50,000 words by the end of the month. So I'm not here to tell anyone what to do, but if you're still on the fence about whether you should participate in National Novel Writing Month, I hope that asking yourself these questions can help you make an informed decision. And yes, a quick decision. You don't have a lot of time to make up your mind. And remember, if you decide to not participate in National Novel Writing Month, that's okay. I know you see it a lot. I know a lot of your friends might be participating. I know it's kind of everywhere, but I'm not participating in it. Writing a novel is not my goal at the moment. Probably will be again soon. Shifting my focus to writing a novel would take my efforts away from some of the other things I want to focus on. And if that's you, that's totally okay. So I hope these questions helped you dig deep and decide whether you want to jump into National Novel Writing Month on November 1st. Let us know what you decide in the comments, if you are participating or not. If you're not, what other things are you working on throughout the month of November? What are your writing goals? We would love to hear them. So thank you so much for joining me today, warriors. Now go fight for your creativity. Like really hot for some reason.